So I wanted to talk about um, pain, emotional pain. Okay. There are tons of people in this world that lose family members, close friends, and they feel as though they have nobody to talk to about how they feel afterwards. And they just have this inability to reach out after the event happens. It's normal, and many of their friends don't know how to really to react because some of them have never lost anyone. So what do you as a friend do when someone loses someone and you don't know how to handle it, how to deal with them, how to interact? A lot of the times you just have to be there. I mean, I know when I lost a friend in college, two of them in college, really close friends. Um, and the biggest thing for me was just that people were there. They didn't have to say I'm sorry all the time. They just had to be there. When I just had a memory flash or something, then it was, hard to remember and I was hurting. They just had to be. They didn't have to take me out to cheer me up. They could just let me sob sometimes, just let me be upset. That's pivotal. I think for them, they feel as though they don't get forced out of that or that pain. And the person listening thinks that it's warranted. Okay, so for those who haven't lost anyone, that's a good way to deal with someone that has. For those of us who have lost people, loved ones, family members, close ones, dads and moms, our biggest issue is making sure that we don't take pain and turn it into anger. And then anger turns into resentment. And then resentment causes you to isolate. The worst thing you could do is isolate. Isolation keeps you in that space and then forces your mind into places it should not and you don't want it to go. The biggest one is self-harm. You don't want to go there. My suggestion about it on a grand level is just whether you pray or not, try it. I always tell people you don't really have much to lose, because if you do it and it helps, if you do it and it doesn't help, you're no worse off than you were 5 minutes ago. But you might be amazed at the result. The second thing I would say to you is to be okay with feeling the way you feel. Be okay with being upset. Be okay with being mad. Be okay with being very hurt. Be okay with being sad. Be okay with it. Don't expect it to just go away. It's been 35 years since my dad died. 36 years. It's gonna be this year, 36. I still have moments where I'm just busted up about that. I mean, it comes back in waves and in floods sometimes. I'll watch my kids and I'll see traits of my pops in there, and it's like, I wish you could meet him. It'd be so cool to hang out with that guy. But don't think that for a minute that you have to get over a loss like that. There's nothing in the rules that say you have to get over that loss. You can't. It was personal. What you can't do is let it dictate every moment of your life. You can't make it keep you so sidetracked from moving forward that you disappoint the memory. So my advice on those who are in that space of pain, they've just lost somebody, you're going to lose somebody, be okay with yourself going through the emotions of it. Allow it to take its course. It has a moment that it has to run. It'll come back. Don't expect it to just go away. Because when you don't expect it to go away, then you're not upset with yourself for still feeling stuff. You just are okay with it. And it can happen, you can experience it, and you can move. All of that to say this, there is always going to be a cloud somewhere around. But clouds usually generate rain, and rain generates regrowth. So a cloud does not always mean bad. Initially it covers the sun, but it also gives the sun something to nourish after it's done. Okay? It gives the sun something to nourish after that cloud goes away. Just remember that.